What comes to your mind when you think of Tomb Raider?
Well, after the reboot...
No. I'm talking about, I was looking for another answer. Like the movies?
2 crappy movies. Some okay PlayStation 1 games. Never played any of the PS2 or PS3 stuff from her, but I love the hell out of that reboot that came out 2 years ago.
Oh, the first Tomb Raider with the reboot.
Yeah, I played the definitive edition on the PS4, and
it was really good, right?
1080p, 60 frames per second. That is how that game should be played.
Yeah, well, if you guys didn't know now, we're talking about Rise of the Tomb Raider,
right?
Which is the second installment,
and it is an Xbox exclusive for a year.
Yeah, well, that's why I have both systems. Since
I don't have that money.
I got lucky, so.
Yeah.
It was
you.
Yeah.
I wish. I can't talk about this till next year.
This game, in my opinion, it lives up to the original. It really does. I mean,
like the first one in this reboot series.
Yeah, the first one in the reboot series, it lives up to it. It's an awesome sequel to an awesome first game, and everything they kept everything from the first game. Except, but then they added more concepts to it. Like, you actually have to collect material now to actually instead of just the scraps. You actually have to collect wood.
Oh, you have to get specific stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a more dynamic crafting system. Okay.
Yeah, and they pulled the thing from Far Cry where you have to kill exotic animals to get certain things. Yeah.
I've heard there's a lot of bear death.
Yeah, and there's like snow leopards and stuff that chase you.
Jesus.
Yeah. So the animal, like the predator system in the game is very well done. But yeah, everything you have to collect everything. There's you can still raid tombs, which is really nice.
Well, of course, if you took that out, that's just false advertising.
Yeah, but the thing is that you get special abilities from scriptures in these tombs.
Okay. One question, as I was reading up on this. I heard something with microtransactions in the tombs.
Microtransactions?
Yeah, something about you could pay to go through the tombs again or something like that. I don't know.
I didn't know. All I know is that you can buy a skill set for challenge portions. Okay. Because there's a challenge mode or a trial mode or whatever it is.
Okay.
A time trial mode, and you can buy certain sets. Which is the only thing I disapprove of, because you shouldn't be able to just unlock them. I don't like microtransactions. But
Microsoft has a hard-on for that stuff.
Yeah. You get a skill set, and then you use it in the survival mode or whatever, and that's how you do that. But that's the only thing that I've come across as far as microtransactions.
So what exactly is the story this time around? Because I remember how the last one ended.
Well, this one, there's not a lot of characters from the first one that you see in this one. Except for, what's his face? The big guy.
Oh, the Native American dude.
You mean Samoan?
Yeah.
Not Native American. What's wrong with you?
I'm dumb.
No. Yeah, I forget his name, but he's back in this, but he's the only...
I really liked him. Nice.
He's the only original character back in this.
Really? No one else comes back?
No. And this one is about Laura being obsessed with what her father found. As far as searching for...
That's what I got from the trailers.
Yeah, for searching for everlasting life. So she becomes obsessed with it, and she goes out on this grand adventure to try to prove her father, or prove to everybody that her father was right about superstitions and stuff like that.
So she's trying to find the fountain of youth?
Yeah, that's the premise. Yeah, so she's trying to find the fountain of youth, basically.
And it's Crystal Dynamics doing this, isn't it?
Yeah, and... I gotta tell you, it was really well done. The whole story, like in the previous one, you can go back to areas, or you can,
Well, it was pseudo open world, but yeah.
Yeah, well, they made it sort of more open in this one, but not really. And this time, the tombs that you raid and stuff, they're pretty creepy. So I'm not gonna lie. There's one. It's like a bathhouse, but it was also like a burial ground. So you see all these. So the water's all red, and you just see all these bodies in the water. I was like, dude, I was like, wow, I was like, wow.
Bathe in the bath of your sorrows, Laura.
Really.
Man, because that was kind of the thing about the first game. Like, there were moments where, like, yeah, this is really, what the hell was that? Like,
Yeah, well, and like in the first one, there was, they kept like the big superstitious monsters that like come after you. You know what I mean?
well, that literally comes in like the last 5 minutes of the first Tomb Raider, where everything goes supernatural. Like literally in just 10 minutes, where it's
0
just
to
like
100.
it is supernatural. Ooga booga booga.
0 to 100 real fast.
It really is.
Yeah.
It was one of the, like when I was playing it, I was like, okay. I mean, the original's gotten the crazier stuff, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
But okay.
But this game, there's no multiplayer because I believe the first
Good.
one had multiplayer. So this is
Yes,
just
it did.
100%.
It was bad.
This is 100% story driven.
Dude, did you play the multiplayer in the original one?
No, because I didn't care.
Oh my god. Okay, so you know me, like 100%. It's just,
Yeah.
they put 20 freaking trophies in that multiplayer, and they all were just grueling.
Are they garbage?
They're garbage. It was like, get 1,000 kills, get 500 headshots with this specific gun. Meanwhile, you're in third person, just like you are in the regular mode, and everyone else is too. And it was like two classes, like you were either the survivors or you were, remember the spiritual people in the first one?
Yeah.
The spiritual people, very overpowered, might I add.
Really?
So, like, if you're the survivors, you're just like, well, we're just gonna get boned. All right, guys, let's go. So, oh my god, and it was basically like you use points to unlock specific characters. Like the main bad guy was like the highest one of the spiritual people, and Laura was the highest one of the survivors, and they all had different abilities. So it's like if you see a Laura or the spiritual guy on your map, they're on the other team. You're like, well, I'm just throwing down my gun now.
Yeah.
It's done. I'm so glad to hear that that's not back.
Yeah, no, they just kept it story based.
Good.
But now in this as well, like the first one was pretty straightforward. You went from main objective to main objective.
Right.
But this one they added side objectives and optional objectives.
Okay.
So there'll be people who need help with something or like, and they'll reward you with actual like pieces of a new weapon.
Do you have to collect things?
What do you mean?
Like collectibles, like they had in the last game. To like the pages, relics, artifacts.
Yeah, they still collect the collection of relics and artifacts.
Oh boy, okay.
And this time now gold coins, which are used as a currency to buy new stuff from a dude in the shop.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
But this was awesome. This game's awesome. I highly recommend it. Yeah, you should play it.
Is there any other problems besides the microtransaction things that you have? Like, did it crash on you at all? Did it?
It's never crashed on me.
Frame rate issues?
Some.
Okay.
When it comes, because sometimes there'll be like a cutscene that there'll be things happening all at once. You're like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And then it like throws you in. Like there isn't even like, it blacks out and then you're thrown in. Nope. It's immediately. You're thrown into it.
Oh, this new power in the console. That's great and all for immersion, but guys, slow down a bit.
Yeah. Like the one moment, like I remember you're climbing this tower, right? And it was a cutscene, so you're like near the top, and this dude just grabs down your foot, and literally it just goes right into it. It tells you to tap Y to smack him off your foot. I'm like, what the heck?
I wanted to take a break, guys. I was going to take a pee. You didn't tell me that I fell off a 500-foot mountain.
Well, I put down my controller and I started eating my sunflower seeds or whatever. And yeah, it's like, ooh, press Y to get them off you. I'm like, oh! But I like that it does that. I really do.
So no frame rate. It just, I don't know. It still stuns me that this is a Microsoft exclusive for a year. Because remember the controversy with the Definitive Edition?
Yeah.
Where it ran better on the PS4 and everyone called it out. So I gotta imagine Microsoft paid a good amount of money to have this as an exclusive for a year.
To Square Enix, no less.
And Square Enix will take that money.
Yeah, they will.
So...
There's also another thing that bothers me is that there's not like a new game plus. That's the problem I had with the
Really?
first one. Yeah, because that's what I wanted. Because there's no way you can unlock all the abilities.
Yeah.
Through one playthrough. But yeah, there's no new game plus.
Well, that was the thing that bothered me in the first one because I had to play through half the game over just to get one trophy because it was like shoot 10 guys off a zipline. And you remember in the first game, there's only like 3 instances of that.
Yeah.
So I got to 9 in my first playthrough. Like, oh, you can't go back. I'm just like, Yeah.
Well, in this one, enemies respawn back in places.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so you don't have to really worry about that.
Okay.
That surprised me when I would go back to a place and they respawn. I'm like, okay then. So
they're not all dead like the last time where you can just scour all their weapons.
yeah, but this game will have you like tense at moments. It will have you like there's some emotional moments in it too.
I saw a lot of scenes with bears that reminded me of the Reverend.
The Revenant.
Yeah. I saw a lot of bear mauling, which seems to be very popular in media this year for some unbeknownst reason.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. There's a moment where you're completely helpless and you have to run away from a bear.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's very terrifying.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I'm down.
Yep.
I'm down this November. PS4. Yay.
So, I highly recommend it. I really do. To anybody.
Alright, so if you have Xbox, get it now. If you have Steam, get it at the end of the month. If you have PS4, well, you're crap out of luck.
Oh, and if you haven't played the first reboot, don't worry
Please
about it.
do.
Don't worry about it, but do. Yeah.
Dude, it's only $13 now on PS4 and Xbox One. Please do. Trust us. It's the best $13 you're going to spend for a new console. I'd say that and Far Cry 4 are my two favorite games for my PS4 so far.
You like Far Cry 4 that much?
Oh, yeah. Am I alone on this?
But when you compare it to Far Cry 3...
I liked it more than Far Cry 3.
You're an awful person.
I'll talk to you off mic about it, but
I'm an awful person.
Fine.
But yeah. As far as the letter grade, solid A. Solid.
I like to hear that because this is like as soon as they announced this, I was like, yes, Microsoft exclusive. No.
Yeah, no, solid A, dude.
I thought it was going to be Microsoft exclusive for a long time. They were like, no, it's coming to PS4. It's just going to be here. I was like, I'll wait, guys.
Well, you can come over and play it whenever.
I'm gonna need days with it.
Days.
If it's like the first one, I literally for a whole week I didn't play anything else. I just played it got up, played it, went to bed, got up, played it, went to bed just to finish it. If I'm going for it, I'm gonna need days.
Well, you're gonna need to actually search everywhere for everything.
Oh crap!
Yeah, because it's pretty rough.
I'm sorry, not days. I'll need weeks.
Yeah. So for all the weapon parts and all that, you need to search everywhere,
Damn it.
and you need to backtrack because I'm gonna mention this too. There'll be certain tombs to where you can't do them because you don't have the right equipment.
Well, it was the same as the first one.
Yeah. Well, you don't get that right equipment until 3 levels later, so you have to go all the way back.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. That was kind of the same as it was in the first one.
All right. Not until towards the end when you needed the stupid pulley thingy to pull the steel. No, this one you need to go further ahead before you can go back.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, but it's a good game. I highly recommend it.
Can't wait to play it in November.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to see more reviews from us, you can find us at youtube.com/Tanooki or on the Tanooki website.
The main website.
Yes.
If you guys don't know what a Tanooki is, look it up. It's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah.
Don't type it up with 34 next to it. Trust me on that.
34?
Rule 34. Don't you know?
No.
Rule 34 is that you never search Rule 34 with anything on the internet because 9 times out of 10, it will definitely be porn of it.
Porn of it?
Yes.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard? Okay, well, off camera, we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
So, I'm Lehu.
I'm Trey, yeah.
And have a good night, guys.
All right, take it easy.